Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another episode in our journey of wellness. This is your host, Dr. Renuka David, and this is an initiator of the Radiant group of companies. Well, friends, I hope through our videos we are able to make a little difference in your life positively. We are able to touch you in one way or the other. Well, today I'm going to speak to you about something really important. Do you feel at this point of time in your career, you're stagnating? You're not happy in what you're doing, and you feel no matter how hard you're trying, the satisfaction, the comfort level, the contentment is not there. And even if you want to do something about it, probably you're feeling that you're too old to make a change, or it's not really in you to make a change. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about Colonel David Devasahayam, who's going to share his story. Well, after leading a very active life in the army as an infantry officer, today he's a successful serial entrepreneur and a businessman. And he's going to tell us it's never too late to make a transition in your career and your professional life. So let's hear what Colonel David has to say. And I hope he makes a difference in your choice today.
I just want to ask you in terms of, because you're talking about mental wellness, are you feeling restless in your mind, or do you feel that you were actually meant to be doing something different, or you'd have been happier doing something else? Well, let me tell you that it is really never too late to make a transition, to change into something else that you really would like to do. I'd like to give my own example. I was a career infantry officer who was only fighting the militants most of my life. And then somewhere towards the end, probably I felt a little restless because many of the young people who were participating in the militancy were actually there because they didn't really have any other alternative, or there was no employment opportunity. So with that restlessness, I just decided to move out and try and set up my own group of companies with the patriotic vision of poverty alleviation by employment generation. And today, after some effort and with so much of client support, we have been able to generate thousands of jobs, both white-collar and blue-collar jobs, in the Indian hinterland. So, the point I'm trying to make is that it is really never too late to make a transition. And mine is a very small example. There are some great examples out there. One of the greatest examples that I really admire is that of a man who was in his mid-60s. He was also a former military officer. And he felt, look at the scale of his vision, he felt that the country deserved a much better chain of hotels. And then came into being, based on his wife's name, the Leela group of palaces and resorts. And I'm talking about Captain Gopalakrishnan Nair, who set up the chain of hotels in his mid-60s and continued to drive it till his 90s, till he passed away in his 90s. So he had the courage to make this transition in his mid-60s. Career transitions can also be different. You may be restless abroad. You may be wanting to do something for your country. Let's look at Sam Pitroda. Sam Pitroda was an extremely successful entrepreneur abroad. And he decided to come back to the country and decided to put the country together by inspiring the telecommunication revolution on the STD-ISD booths. And it is that platform based on which today's mobile revolution has happened. And we are one of the best mobile connected countries in the world. And why go so far? Look at our own RBI governor, Mr. Raghuram Rajan. He was doing so well in the International Monetary Fund. But he wanted to do something for the country and he came back on an invitation from the government, became the RBI governor. And today, by the Jan Dhan Yojana, crores of people are getting banked. And he's making such a huge difference. So it is really never too late. So if you are feeling restless, if you are feeling unhappy, you don't feel like getting up in the morning and going for your work because you're not really happy with what you're doing, then believe you me, have the courage to make a transition, because if you are doing something that you really like to do, you're likely to excel in it and you'll also be mentally very, very happy about it.
So once you made your decision, have the courage to stand by your convictions and be passionate in whatever you attempt to do. Wasn't that beautiful by Colonel David Devasahayam? Well friends, if you've liked our video, please subscribe to our channel through the link on the video. And do not forget to share this with your family and friends. I'm sure in some way or the other, somebody out there would benefit. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to us. I'm going to end as usual by one of my favorite quotes. This is what Mahatma Gandhi says. You may never know what results come from your action. You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do nothing, there will be no result. Think about that. Have a great day. Goodbye.